This is Fox News at Noon with Lynn Brown.
Good afternoon. The president is scheduled to sign the Brady bill into law sometime this noon. But here are some of the other stories we're covering today on Fox News at Noon.
I'm Lynn White in the newsroom. This school's chancellor takes some tough action against violence in city schools. I'll have the story coming up on Fox News at Noon.
I'm Mario Bosques in the Maplewood Township of New Jersey. They call proposed gates brick and ornamental, but the mayor of Newark is up in arms. He calls them elitist. We'll have that story coming up on Fox News at Noon.
And good afternoon. I'm Julie Golden. Lots of sunshine for us today. We'll make it up to about 47 for the high. I'll have details on the forecast coming up on Fox News at Noon.
But first, our top story. Schools Chancellor Ramon Cortines wants to crack down on school crime. He says the way to do it is to get rid of violent students. Lynn White is in our newsroom, and she has details. Lynn?
That's right, Lynn. The school's Chancellor Ramon Cortines is launching an all-out plan of attack against violence in city schools. He says that any student caught with a gun in a classroom will be ordered to attend a special academy for violent youngsters. Earlier today on Good Day New York, Dick Oliver spoke with the president of the United Parents Association and the secretary of School Board 31 in Staten Island about the chancellor's plan of attack.
This is a marvelous opportunity on the part of the chancellor right now to segregate those students that are actually depriving the other students of a really fair and good education here in New York City.
No one disagrees with this, and while it might be a good idea because these children do need special help, the fact of the matter is Chancellor Cortines will not be implementing the process for which these children are placed in these schools.
Well, the city's second such academy will open in Manhattan in about 10 days, followed by 2 more in Queens and Brooklyn. Attendance at these schools will be mandatory for any student caught with a gun in a city school. Lynn, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Lynn. President Clinton is set to sign the Brady bill within the hour. Mayor Dinkins and Police Commissioner Ray Kelly are in Washington to witness that signing. The new law will require a 5-day waiting period and a background check for handgun buyers. It's named after James Brady. He was shot during the assassination attempt on former President Reagan. If Mr. Clinton signs the Brady bill within the half hour, we will bring it to you live. A 50-year-old grandmother was just trying to make it home from the grocery store when a stray bullet took her life. Police say that Nilma Rivas was shot once in the leg on a Harlem street corner last night. The bullet hit an artery, killing her by the time she reached the hospital. Rivas had been shopping with her 5-year-old grandson. No arrests have been made. Firefighters worked through the night to rescue more than 40 people from a burning building in Harlem. The fire started in the basement but quickly moved up through the building's 5 floors. It was a race against time to get the people out and keep the flames from spreading to other buildings. No injuries have been reported. And a Bronx couple is charged with abandoning their 6-month-old boy. 33-year-old Carlos Plaza and 32-year-old Maria Otero walked into the 40th precinct claiming their son was taken from them in a pizzeria. But police found the baby after a grocer reported the child had been left in his store last night. The couple is charged with abandonment and reckless endangerment. OSHA investigators say that workers may have failed to bolt down the 16-ton machine that fell into a construction shaft last week in Queens. The 16-ton winch fell last Wednesday, fatally crushing 1 worker and injuring 7 others. Investigators say they're also checking into whether the platform that held the winch may have had an undetected fracture. Well, New York's Democratic Party is getting ready for a legal battle with Republicans. It claims the GOP intimidated and harassed voters in the mayoral election. The Democrats say they received 75 complaints on the day that Rudy Giuliani was elected mayor.
They range from trying to delay the vote to harassing voters, intimidating, asking for identification, posters that warned people of immigration officials that were ready to deport them at the polling places, hiring of homeless people that would come in and intimidate and harass in polling places throughout minority communities only.
The Democrats say they are not demanding a recount or a new election, but like 7 other states, they are calling for an injunction against the Republican State Committee. They say they want to prevent the alleged suppression of the black vote from ever happening again. Well, a new report finds that more than 2 decades, a Santa Barbara seminary was also a boarding school where at least 34 boys aged 7 and 16 were sexually abused. The Franciscan order reports that 12 priests engaged in nude games, fondling, and other sex acts with students at St. Anthony's Seminary. The seminary closed in 1987 because of financial problems. Police in Michigan put Dr. Jack KEVORKIAN back in jail this morning. He's facing new charges of assisting the suicide of a 72-year-old woman who had Lou Gehrig's disease. Bail has been set at $50,000, but KEVORKIAN's lawyer says that he won't pay it. And the so-called suicide doctor is promising another hunger strike behind bars. KEVORKIAN now faces charges for assisting 3 suicides since Michigan passed a law banning them. Still ahead on Fox News at noon, a battle may be brewing in one New Jersey neighborhood. We will tell you about plans for a locked community. What some ex-bodyguards reveal about Michael Jackson's relationship with children. Robin will explore the last Hollywood taboo, male nudity on the big screen. And Julie's exploring the weather way up there on the roof.
And enjoying the sunshine as well. A beautiful day today. Lynn going to make it up to about 47 degrees for the high. I'll have full details on the forecast coming up on Fox News at noon.
Right now, you can get a cellular phone free from 9X Mobile.
To get your free phone, just purchase 9X Mobile's 24-month Simplicity Plus plan at $39.95 a month. Your Simplicity Plus contract includes basic monthly service and up to 240 minutes of local talk time.
Bob, Tom, it looks like I'll be finished here early, so I can get to that audition.
You pay no activation fee with your free phone.
Listen, Lou, I can swing over there right now and sign the contract.
And you also get enhanced mobile mail, so you never have to miss another message.
Hi, honey. I'll be home before you, so I can pick up the kids.
So visit your local 9X Mobile Cellular Center or call this toll-free number now to order these great services for just $39.95 a month and get your free phone in time for the holidays.
Call 9X Mobile now for your free phone.
Credit check and security deposit may apply. Nice job.
Thanks. I'm exhausted.
Fox 5 News at noon brought to you by Totes. In a range of colors and styles, Totes, the #1 name in umbrellas.
Table for 1, please.
No one likes a messy umbrella.
Clark, for 1, please.
Table for 2 would be faster.
No thanks.
That's why Totes umbrellas have a special invisible silicone coating, so you can shake your umbrella virtually dry.
Hi, 1, please.
Instantly.
You know, a table for 2 would be faster.
Totes umbrellas shake virtually dry instantly.
A New Jersey neighborhood wants to build a series of gates. The people of Maplewood call it protection. Newark's mayor calls it racism. Mario Bosquez is in Maplewood with that story. Mario?
Good afternoon, Lynn. Here in the Maplewood Township of New Jersey, this street, Irvington, is one of the dividing lines between Newark and Maplewood. It's also now quickly becoming a firing line of problems. You see, the people of Maplewood want to erect certain gates, gates that are causing a flood of complaints to pour in. Gates that are causing others to charge that they are elitist and racist. The Maplewood Township wants to install the gates near the Newark border to cut down on drivers, they say, who use side streets in the Hillcrest section to avoid busy traffic lights. Some in Newark don't see it that way. They see the proposed gates as a way to keep Newark out. Newark Mayor Sharp James, in a letter to the Maplewood mayor, says it's an elitist mentality that says certain municipalities like Maplewood have no crime, while other municipalities like Newark breed criminals. Maplewood officials don't see it that way. With that in mind, with me right now is J. Harry Smith, Vice Mayor of Maplewood. Good afternoon, sir. What's your response to the charges that perhaps Maplewood wants to keep its neighborhood under lock and key and away from Newark?
I think the mayor, Sharp James, is manifesting a sort of Don Quixote mentality. We're not an elitist community. We're a community of quality people, black, white, whatever race and creed you want. We get along well together. Our high school just got a blue ribbon award from the government. We're a community that's diverse, but certainly we find that we want to restrict traffic because there's too much of a flow on a corner like this.
How much did the thinking of the possibility of improving security, though, figure into the proposed gates?
I think improving security is always a factor. I don't think we're doing it with that purpose in mind, but if it's a side advantage that we gain, sure. We're a community where we're developing a greater sense of community for this particular area, the Hillcrest area, which is what the Hillcrest people want.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here on Fox News at noon. Either way, this issue, Lynn, will be resolved on December 7th with a public hearing and a vote on that issue in the Maplewood Township of New Jersey. I'm Mario Bosques, Fox News at noon. Lynn?
Okay, thank you very much, Mario. An interesting topic. An animal rights group is claiming responsibility for setting fires at department stores in Chicago over the weekend. Chicago police say they found incendiary devices at 4 stores. There were fires at 3 of them. The Animal Liberation Front admitted the crime in a letter to police. They said that they did it because the stores sold furs. Well, 2 of Michael Jackson's former bodyguards reportedly say the singer liked to splash around in the jacuzzi with little boys. The bodyguards are suing Jackson. They told Hard Copy that they were fired because they knew too much about Jackson's nighttime visits with boys. And Jermaine Jackson is threatening to sue the London Daily Express. It reported that he would testify against his brother. Jermaine says the Jackson family is behind Michael 100%. Former President Bush has a new title this noon, Knight. Queen Elizabeth awarded him an honorary knighthood at Buckingham Palace. Former President Reagan is the only other American to be knighted since World War II. Now, unlike the British, foreigners don't take the title Sir. And the former president didn't have to get on his knees. American citizens don't have to kneel and be tapped on the shoulders when getting the award. Up next, women have taken it off the big screen for years. Robin will explore why men in Hollywood are still so shy. Plus, get your pen and paper ready. Our savvy shopper, Alyssa Lazar, is here with bargains for the whole family. That and more when Fox News at noon continues.
Their love was swept away by infidelity and jealousy on a deserted isle.
It's like a demon inside. That's something I have to live with.
Weeks after Brian and Sue Ann returned to normal life, a dramatic decision, divorce, swept away love, the sequel on A Current Affair.
A Current Affair, tonight at 7 on Fox 5.
5 ounces of milk make every 3/4 ounce Kraft single taste better. How do they do that?
Well, the mommy cow sprinkled some milk into the cheese till it got real big. And she ironed it till it got real smooth.
More milk means better taste, and every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk.
Excellent.
Unlike imitation cheese made mostly with oil and water, milk makes Kraft singles taste better.
Kraft. Bye.
Had it for lunch.
We'll be back in a moment.
Excuse me. Yes, you. Can you remember the last time you sat down as a family and watched something that brought you closer together? Well, then maybe you'd be interested in a new video that does just that. It's called Family First, and it's yours free simply by calling 1-800-824-2525. Family First shares ideas like setting aside one evening a week for the family to spend together. It shares principles that are part of Heavenly Father's plan created for families to find lasting happiness. Principles that help teach values, promote service, and keep lines of communication open in your family. The ideas are simple, fun, and important. But best of all, they build stronger families. Family First is a gift to you from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints at no cost when you call 1-800-824-2525. So please call now and put your family first.
A legal emergency may strike at any time. Your ability to reach a lawyer immediately may make the difference. If you need a lawyer for a 911 emergency, an accident, an injury, an act of malpractice, a criminal arrest, a divorce, or a family crisis, dial 1-800-LAWYER-911. Remember this toll-free number so you can reach a lawyer at any time. 1-800-LAWYER-911.
Well, Madonna has a new boyfriend, we're told. The New York Post says that she's hooked up with a 15-year-old model from Brooklyn. She reportedly met him during her last visit to New York when she was performing her girly show. Madonna is quoted as saying he's cuter than former Calvin Klein underwear model Marky Mark. She reportedly spent thousands on him at Barney's. Well, that's what they tell us. Hollywood love scenes may be hot, but Hollywood still hides the bare facts of some of its stars in those steamy love scenes. Robin Carter tells us about this Hollywood taboo.
You don't read a script and get to the love scene and go, oh boy, this sounds really steamy. I'm in.
And the reality
reality is most actresses at some point in their career will take it all, if not most of it off, while their male partners rarely have to take off more than their shirts.
No, really, you gotta see this.
And while Mel Gibson may have made it safe for male stars everywhere to show off their buns,
What do you think of my butt?
now Jason Priestley, Michael Douglas, even Kevin Costner have been coyly filmed from behind. A recent poll in Glamour magazine found 86% of the women surveyed wanted male stars to show more.
You were like the #1 person they wanted to see.
To see disrobed.
Disrobed beyond what you've already shown us now.
Hey, man, what else is there? Just a digit. And that's not going to knock anyone out. Not unless I hit him with it. Anyway.
I think women feel much more comfortable about expressing it and saying, you know, I think that if women do it in films, guys should do it too.
But would any major male star ever do it?
Well, that is a question if they would do it. You know, there will be male stars that would do it, and there will be some male stars that won't do it. So it always depends on what your body looks like, and do you really feel inadequate with your body?
You ain't ever going to see the real thing if they don't think they're up to snuff. There's going to be a body double. There are agencies that just do body doubles.
Well, let's put it this way. Billy Baldwin is more nude in Sliver than Sharon Stone.
And even though Sliver never delivered on its advance hype that actor Billy Baldwin would indeed show full frontal nudity in the film, Baldwin says he's not afraid to bear all.
I think if violence is appropriate or sex or male frontal nudity is appropriate, even if my character has to do it, I will do it.
And Jeremy Irons seems to agree. He revealed his finer points in Damage, and The Piano is the second movie in which actor Harvey Keitel has taken it all off. But film critic Jamie Bernard says don't count that as a trend.
Because male frontal nudity is the last taboo, we're not going to see big stars trying this. When Harvey Keitel does it, he does it for art.
Please, God, I will do anything not to see Harvey Keitel naked ever again.
Mel Gibson and the big stars, they're doing very high-gloss Hollywood kind of movies that will not call for them to pull their pants down.
Robin Carter, Fox News.
What next? Well, with the turkey out of the way, the holidays are coming sooner than you think, and our savvy shopper Alyssa Lazar is here now with some bargain gift ideas for the entire family.
Well, gift ideas and also things for yourself, Lynn. We don't want to forget. And we also want to say that our S&B Report Christmas issue is hot off the press.
Very nice.
With actually about 170 sales this month.
No kidding.
Quit your job and go shopping.
Oh, please, my paycheck is spent here before I even get it.
So is mine. So is mine.
What do we got?
Our first sale. It's actually women's down outerwear. And this is a well-known company called Lothar, the blue jacket. It's a down-filled jacket. They've got lots of great colors and great styles.
Not bad.
An example is this normally would sell for about $500. It's $190 at their showroom sale, and their jackets go down to about $150.
Okay.
Really
we're talking
warm,
the hood,
practical, right?
And winter's coming.
Good winter jacket.
Can we get a good look at this next one here?
This is designer Wilkie Rodriguez, a men's designer who makes really nice, well-priced clothing for men. This is an example of the motor coat that would sell for about $275 in the store. It's $150. To give you an example of other things that you'll find lots of men's clothing. This is a blazer that would sell for about $300 for $75 at the sale. And they also have cotton turtlenecks
you get that one.
and suede vests and lots of great selection at the Wilkie Rodriguez showroom sale.
Nice stuff.
It is nice stuff. So stock up for
fall colors,
the man in your life. And Christmas, this is actually a wonderful sale. It's Northman and Scott, and they're having their showroom sale this week. This box is half price. It would normally sell for $95. It's $45. They've got the most exquisite Christmas ornaments also that go anywhere from about $3 up to about $10, and this egg is really beautiful, this ornament. Lots of great selections.
Yeah, very
and
nice.
Good gift items also.
Let's get the ties.
And the last is Ross and Green, and they've got some very interesting ties at their showroom sales. This is a tie by Memphis. In the stores, it's $80. Silk tie, expensive. At the showroom sale, $20.
Oh, Christmas
big
shopping.
Savings. Big savings. So
you know,
between $20 and $25. They've got a good selection of ties. They also have other great accessories and clothing for men at their sale.
Okay, fantastic. Now, if you would like to get a copy of the S&B report, the shopping information is right there on the screen, area 212-679-5400. pick up the phone and call. You can't beat these bargains. It's Christmas shopping time, folks. Thanks a lot, Alyssa.
My pleasure.
Up next on Fox News at noon, we will introduce you to some women who are serving time for drug crimes. And Julie's up on the roof, and she's got the forecast for us.
The trainers of all major pro sports recommend one pain-relieving gel, Flexol. It works for my kind of pain and yours, from muscle strain to tendonitis, bursitis, or stiffness. Get Flexol or new maximum strength Flexol, the pain relief pro trainers recommend. Mean Joe Green.
Nice Joe Green.
Nice Joe Green. How'd you get to be nice?
Maximum strength Flexol. Got rid of my aches and pains.
But where'd the mean go?
Hey, when the pain went, the mean went.
Get Flexol or new maximum strength Flexol, the pain relief pro trainers recommend.
Now is the perfect time to reserve the all-sports package at Mount Airy Lodge, Pocono Gardens, or Strickland's. Enjoy swimming, tennis, boating, beautiful accommodations, fabulous food, and a special price. Right now, this $110 value is yours for only $75. Call 1-800-441-4410.
All you have to bring is your love of everything. Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
Today, the food service industry is the nation's largest employer, creating a demand for skilled people to meet the need for qualified restaurant personnel. This is why the New York Restaurant School urges you to consider a career in food service. Train for a career that could offer you opportunity, advancement, and professional pride. Our training program is designed to help you learn faster and finish sooner. This could be the opportunity you've been looking for. To find out more, call the New York Restaurant School now and ask for our free brochure. Call 1-800-654-CHEF. That's 1-800-654-CHEF. Do it now.
Would you like to refinance your first mortgage? Or pay off a high-rate second mortgage? Or maybe purchase a new home, but you've been late with payments from time to time? Don't worry. Call 1-800-DIAL-CASH. Statewide Capital has the money you need, and we intend to lend homeowners over $250 million this year. Even homeowners who've been turned down elsewhere can take advantage of today's low rates by calling 1-800-DIAL-CASH. For a better tomorrow, dial cash today.
Well, New York has been trying to fight drug-related crimes with some of the toughest drug laws in the country. But are those laws putting the right people behind bars? Christopher Jones takes us inside a women's prison to meet some people serving sentences for drug crimes.
Midnight Express, every parent's nightmare. The story of an American kid caught smuggling drugs left to rot in a Turkish jail. When the Rockefeller drug laws were passed 20 years ago, the idea was to put the big fish in jail, drug kingpins. 20 years later, some say what you have instead is Midnight Express, American style.
Is the vest against the law, huh?
No, it's not, but why would you wear a vest to a dance? Ada Rivera and Judy Perez came to prison years ago, both sentenced to 15 to life terms.
I wasn't a kingpin. I was just trying to survive. I was on welfare, and I had 5 children I was supporting. So it was an easy way for me to make some money so that I could have what I needed for my kids.
And I met this man who I fell in love with. And from there I started using heroin, and I became addicted. And he used to go to this apartment and, pick up drugs and things like that. And he used to take me with him. And one day I was there, and they raided the house, and they took everyone in the house. The ones that went on a bench trial were found not guilty by the judge. And the ones that went on a jury trial, which was, I was one of them, we were found guilty by the jury. And I was sentenced 15 years to life for possession of drugs in the first degree.
You can't have the same law for someone that introduces or is a steerer or is a lookout as to the main guy in a drug operation. You can't have the same law for a guy bringing in 20 kilos that you do that someone that has 4 ounces of coke, and the reason he has it, he's off to a party.
The public is being told that by these harsh sentences that in fact there's going to be less crime in the street. That's just not a fact. And the statistics show it.
We ought to maintain minimum mandatories by and large, but for egregious cases,
the horrible, horrible cases where someone's rotting in jail for a minor infraction they made when they were 17, we ought to have an escape valve.
Maybe I needed to come to, you know, some kind of institution to get my life together, but I don't feel that 15 years, you know, I need 15 years to get my life together.
You can think of the Rockefeller drug laws as kind of a big net thrown into a sea of drug abuse. The net's pulled in and there are all kinds of fish in there. Unfortunately, very few big ones, just a lot of little fish. And no one bothers to ask the fisherman, or in this case the judge, which of these fish should be thrown back into the sea. So they're all kept from 15 years to life. In Bedford, Christopher Jones, Fox News.
Well, we're going to go up on the roof to Julie Golden. It's a bit chilly, a bit nippy up there, Julie.
A little bit, but the sun is actually wonderful right now, Lynn. Right now we've got partly sunny skies and 45 degrees. Relative humidity right now coming in at 42%. The winds are now out of the northwest at 12, and the barometer is holding steady. Here's your forecast for today. Mostly sunny. It's going to be cold. 47 degrees will be the high with a northwesterly wind at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Yesterday we were up at 50, so we're a few degrees below that, and it's going to be a cold night. Mostly clear skies, 27 in the city, down in the low 20s in the suburbs. Here's your 5-day forecast. Mostly sunny and continued cold tomorrow with a high up to 45 degrees. 51 on Thursday with mostly sunny skies. Partly sunny on Friday. We'll make it up to 56. And then Saturday looks like our next shot at some showers with a high up to 55. Little cool down for Sunday. Mostly sunny skies and up to 49 degrees. So it looks like pretty good quiet weather week, Lynn.
Okay, thank you very much, Julie. Well, you know, President Clinton is getting ready to sign the Brady bill. That bill creates a 5-day waiting period and a background check for people who want to buy handguns. And after a 7-year battle, James Brady and his wife Sarah successfully lobbied for that bill. The bill will take effect 90 days after today's signing. Mr. Brady was quoted as saying how sweet it is, how long it took, but he says he will keep on fighting to get assault weapons. Keep your television tuned to Fox 5. Of course, Good Day Street Talk will bring you that signing when it does happen. And tomorrow on Fox News at noon, how to spot a dangerous toy. We will give you some advice from the Consumer Affairs Department. I'm Lynn Brown. You have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow.